Would you rather learn a skill or start a business? Wait, why exactly are we even talking about this? Why do you need to learn a skill? Why do you need to start a business? For me, I think the major reason why this discussion comes up is because we are looking for a means to make money. So we are at the middle of two options. Should I learn a skill or should I start a business? If I learn a skill, can I start making money off it? How about I start a business? Can I start making money off business? So which one brings money faster? And while I was thinking about this, I had a rush of memories looking back at when I was in university. I've always looked at myself as someone that could not or does not have anything to offer to anybody. I didn't have any skill. I didn't have any business. I there seemed to be nothing I could do. Meanwhile, I had friends that were doing web development, designs. Some were Yeah, people had things going on for them around me while I was just there. The only thing I knew I was good at was that I was very good academically. Right from my secondary school days, I was a senior prefect in secondary school. So my plan was that once I get to university, I was going to organize tutorial, start teaching people, and start getting little here and little there. But when I got to school, that's University of Ibadan, I realized that there were so many people that were far better than I was. Not because I wasn't good at all, but what I expected of myself wasn't what I discovered. Perhaps I was just a local champion. Yeah. So the reason for doing this video is because I know that there are people like me right now that you are looking at yourself and you're asking this same question. Can you do anything? Do you have any skill? When I was in 100 level, I used to attend business conferences and they will tell you to list your strengths and list your skills, your weaknesses. But I had a long list of weaknesses, but I never had any strength. Like there was no skill I could leverage on. So I was part of a fellowship on campus and I was close to the transport secretary. So I thought to myself, the best option I had right now was to learn how to drive. I felt it was a good idea, even though right now it doesn't seem like a good idea. But looking back then, I felt it was a good idea. Because right now I believe that whatever you learn or whatever you are doing right now should be connected to what will serve you at the highest level. I talk about highest level, I'm talking about your purpose, God's purpose for your life and all. But then I look at driving like, okay, let me just learn this skill and at least I can. So the purpose of learning the skill was that I wanted to be able to write something down that I could do. So 100 level, I learned how to drive. 200 level, I mastered it. I was trying driving every single day. Sometimes I sleep in the bus. It was that bad. But what that did to me was that I was able to connect with more people, started looking at me as a valuable person because I get to drive people, get to help people back to their hostel when there are conferences or transport secretary available to pick up people. You get contact, people connect with you. When people see you outside school or within school campus, they respect you, they greet you because they want their face to be familiar so that when you see them, you can pick them up probably when you're driving. So that was that. After learning how to drive, now I didn't say this, but the purpose of really looking for a skill was because I needed money. I needed it so badly. But I felt, okay, if I have a skill, I can monetize the skill and start making money. But the question is, do I want to be a driver? No, no, no. I don't want to be a driver. If the purpose of learning the skill was to make money, then driving will not serve me at the highest level of my purpose. I don't want to be a driver. So I've not been able to get to the end point. Another thing I realized I could do was that I could dance. When I talk about dancing, not maybe not so good, but at least in my fellowship, I was like the best dancer. In my church, back then at home, I was the best dancer. Most of the places I found myself, I was just like the best dancer. But the question is, do I want to dance for a living? Absolutely no. I told all this story just to help you picture how I was looking at myself, the steps I was taking, what I what I really wanted and how I wasn't able to get what I wanted. But when I got to 300 level, I had an idea, and that was where I was able to come up with, and that was where I started laundry service. So laundry was a business I started on campus, and it was making me money. At least earned me. I was able to take care of myself, feed well, send money home sometimes, but it was taking all my time. Not because driving was not taking my time, but I was just still able to balance academics with driving. But laundry was literally eating up my time, now combined with driving. So back to the question I started with, would you learn a skill or start a business? So for me, learning a skill helps me to connect with more people. I was able to volunteer. I was able to be part of what people are doing. I was able to add value to people without being paid for it. But laundry as a business was able to feed me at that time. So the question now is, right now, would I have chosen skill over business? If you ask me now, my answer will be totally different because right now I've had a couple of skills, designs, social media management, had campaigns, strategy, and all those. I think that both are very, very important. Learning a skill is as important as starting a business. As a matter of fact, what gave me a leverage on the business in the business world is that I could execute faster because I have the necessary skills I needed to start without having to pay huge amount of money for designs or for web development or so. So learning a skill is as important as starting a business. Now, perhaps you are watching this video and you feel you're at that point where I was in 100 level, where I was looking at myself as somebody that could not do anything. I didn't even know that I could learn graphic design because that was one of the dreadful skill I've really ever learned. Because how do you combine colors with lines, with images, and it will make sense to somebody that is looking at it without you saying anything? It doesn't make sense to me. But I learned it. It took me almost a year to learn graphic design, which does not have to take a year. Why did I learn driving to start with? Why didn't I just go for better skill that could make me money and also help me to serve people? That was all I knew. That was all I knew. But one thing it did for me that I can't forget is that it gave me confidence. And I think everybody need that kind of confidence. Confidence to be able to stand before people. People look at you and they feel you have something to offer them, even when you are not really making money off it. So I want to put this to you. Why not start from where you are? Whatever you can learn, just learn it. At least get your confidence first. Then, but it's good to know exactly what you want. I don't want to drive for a living. I don't want to dance for a living. I want to do real business that people can respect me for. I'm not saying people that are driving or dancing are not respected, but this is what I want. This is what I want for myself. So, I hope this helps you. How do you get started? Get started from where you are. Pick a skill and start. Start from where you are. Then, along the way, you should start a business. Do something, you know, you love doing, or something that pick up an opportunity and leverage on it. You don't have to love your business to start with. Over time, you get to love it, or you'll be able to transition into something you really love or something you're passionate about. I hope this helps you. See you in my next video.